A brave Redditor asked, too afraid to ask on Reddit. Sorry, I fucked up my mic. He asks, men of Reddit who have had sex with both cis and trans women who are post-op, are there any noticeable differences with the physical feeling of penetration during intercourse? Varadior says, after reading all this, maybe I'll just keep to using the back door. Useless by Nature responds, I had to nope out at the wetness being due to intestinal secretions. That's a lot to take in. Breezy Disaster replies, the answer is a very obvious no. And I think he means he's replying is because based on the following message, I think he's replying as if is it like the same? But it continues, women have actual vaginas and trans women do not. They are different in literally every regard besides being fleshy holes. They are anatomically different. They look different, they feel different, they have different functions, and they have different origins. One is artificial while the other is natural. I do want to point out an implication in the comment that I think is a bit disingenuous. The people saying something along the lines of all vaginas are different or all artificial surgeries are different based on surgery, making fallacious underlying point. Well, yes, it is definitely true that vaginas feel different from each other. They are still vaginas. Likewise, while artificial vaginas feel different from each other based on things like surgeries, they're still artificial vaginas. The point is that while all vaginas are different and artificial vaginas are different, there are still two very distinct categories. Just because vaginas feel different from each other doesn't mean that they can be equated to artificial vaginas. It's like saying because women are different from each other, they can be equated to men. It's nonsense. Men and women are clearly different from each other despite the members of each gender being different from each other. That's just how I see it. Minimalist 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 says, yeah, I slept with a post-op trans woman unknowingly. It felt really, really weird. It felt more like a hole in a vagina. My body count is in the 100s. Can confirm that whilst no two vag are the same, also no cis vag felt anything like this at all. She also bled everywhere, which was unsettling to say the least. So yeah, not all at the same. I only put two and two together the day after when I sobered up and the drugs wore off. So I don't know. I did not know that the actual Coomer meme had a Reddit account and would post, but here he is. Mr. Loco 120 says, usually a woman's vagina has muscles that will react to insertion and spasm with pleasure. Compared to that, I imagine a trans vagina must feel pretty much like your hand. After all, you're essentially sticking your dick through an artificial hole. So of course it's not the same feeling. Here it is in the year 2022, and we still have these horrifically bigoted posts being made, spreading fallacious misinformation, which has been debunked on Snoops. There is no difference. Still could be worse, who is definitely trans, says, I can find only 2 real responses in this sea of comments. So all these other posts and all the other dozens and dozens of posts in reply, completely wrong. Still could be worse, found the 2 real ones for you to read. God Mode, Healing Souls replies, I have had sex with both, and I found little to no difference in feeling, although we did need to use lube. Tightness is the same, depth was the same, friction was the same. To which Nuran replies, hey, an actual response, here we go. Sub to female first time says, I did both, and I experienced transgender women to be tighter. And then Nalidal says, finally, someone here who has had actual experience instead of the turf crap I'm reading here. Thank you. I'm a cis woman who is bi. Lots of jokes and the answers and stupid assumptions. If I had gold, I'd give it to you. So this one got 12,000 upvotes and Reddit Gold and Reddit Platinum and a Starry Award and a Helpful Pro Award and 20 more awards. And this one got 9,000 with Platinum, 4 Gold, and 29 other awards. So in case you're interested, Healing Souls, the first one, is an Antifa, a certified Antifa poster who posts in he's a moderator of Our Normal News, which, if you don't know, is one of the most clever tricks that a man has ever played on womankind. The guy who opened this Reddit is a fucking genius coomer. He has opened a board for quote-unquote normal women to post amateur pornography and nude selfies of themselves under the guise of it being a pro self-esteem subreddit for normal people to get validated on their body types. End wage slavery, which is, I guess, is like a one of those anti-capitalist boards. But here he is cooming over Stephen Colbert names the dumbest person to ever sit in the United States Senate. Also posts in Old School Cool or Wisconsin. So he's up in Wisconsin, in case you're interesting. PMs for sale. Precious metals. He's involved in precious metals. No! I can't believe this. Why do they always want to ruin things I like, chat? I can't believe this. Anyways, he posted an Antifa. This other guy, sub to female first time, if you can believe it, is a member of many different femdom pegging groups. Here he says in femdom personals, male for female, online first time sub looking for a legit relationship. And he posted this also in a week before. In BDSM personals and confessions. And he went to see a female escort, was lied to, and I answered in a limited way. So he's hiring prostitutes, trying to find someone who will fuck him in the ass. And he's also having sex with trannies. So these are the people that we can trust to provide the real opinions, according to Still Could Be Worse. Trust no one less, no lesser. And in addition, I did I played a bunch of TikToks. Let me let this boofer for a second. I played a bunch of TikToks from a while ago. You know what? Actually.
Hey guys, it's day 1 of being a girl, and I just got my first Barbie waterfall.
So if you don't remember, I played a bunch of TikToks from this guy who was like day 1 of being a woman, and it was just like the grossest shit I've ever fucking seen. It made me want to jump off my balcony. This is a real woman who has contoured her face, and she looks exactly like this fucking dude. It's really impressive, the level of makeup artistry here to add like that depressed Slav face onto a woman's head.
I just got home from shopping and I was trying to tuck my Barbie wand into my girl shorts and it wouldn't fit. So I started crying and I realized, wait, I just got emotional. Yee! Does that mean I got my period? So I put on my shopping heels and
so this is a very fair impression of this person. How do you think woke what was it? Woke TikTok. How do you think they responded? Oh, they immediately doxed her. Here's this person, this well-adjusted individual who loves and respects women and transgender women, one more than the other, replied, to TERFs desperately reporting this thread, you should probably be aware that I posted this to my TikTok account and is 12 times larger than my Twitter account. Your fascism is not feminism. Fullerton doesn't claim you. So he found her, she's a sales associate at Domino's in Los Angeles. Oh, well, there's your first mistake. And so that's her face without the makeup. So this guy found her Reddit, her LinkedIn, her real photo, and he immediately says that, basically threatens her on Twitter, reports her to TikTok because she's making fun of this fucking freak. And then he says, here's the attention you ordered, TERF. So there you go, woman. You don't get to have a dissenting opinion. We're going to ruin your life. And then people back it up. Other men decide, yeah, this woman. By the way, when I see people like Nick Fuentes and Dick, and their whole shtick is just like, yeah, all women are just retards. This is the category that I lump them into. It's like we have these people who have just decided that men get to take over all of women's concerns. Now it's trans people and gays who are like the leading proponents of abortion rights. Who are the women that need protection the most? It's trans women. What do we do with women that voice their opinions on the internet? Oh, we dox them and we get them fired from Domino's to protect trans women. It's like, yeah, this guy, Dinesh and Dick Masterson and Nick Fuentes and Beardson Beardley could come and have like a nice big therapy session together about how much they fucking hate women. I bet you this guy would also want the 19th Amendment repealed. Only trans women get to vote nowadays. That's the new one. We'll replace the 19th Amendment with a new amendment that says only trans women get to vote. I mean, it's just an interesting thought. Remember, I'm the bad guy because I dox. I let people dox, but when they do it, it's okay. I don't get to process credit cards because we allow people to be doxxed, but this guy does. This guy gets to have a verified Twitter account, and he gets to post her docs directly onto Twitter. And he's the good guy because he does it to the right people.